Look at this beautiful mini pearl beaded bag you can make yourself. It's very simple to make. It doesn't take much bead at all. Only 76 bead. You can make this pearl beaded bag. So let me show you how you can quickly make this beautiful pearl beaded bag yourself. Hello everyone and welcome again to another video. So the material we'll be using today for today's project is a 16mm pearls. You need 76 16mm pearls and you need 150 grams of 10mm pearls. That is how simple this bag is. So let me push this bead aside and let's get started. Here is my line and here is my cutter. Let's get started. So this is how I arrange my bead on the line to start with, okay? This is a 10, 16, 2, 10, another 16, 10 and 16, okay? This is how you arrange it. I'm going to hold these two, a 10 and a 16. All right, I'm going to hold the line, come back through the two bead. All right, the 10 and the 16, come back, we make a loop at the end. I'm going to hold my right line, okay? This is my right line. Hold it, pull through the loop and pull, okay? Because we have a bigger pearl, I don't want it to be loose, so I'm making a knot, okay? This is how we arrange it, okay? I'm going to flip it this way so I feel comfortable to weave, okay? So this is how the first units look like, and we'll be adding bead to both of the lines, okay? Now I want you to take note of these two bead. We'll be adding 210 on this side, and here I add 216, and in between I put the 10, all right, like this. Then here I add 210 to the right line. I'm going to hold the 16 and the 10, all right? I'm going to hold the line, come through the 16 and the 10 like how we did before, like this. Pull down to make a loop, and I hold the right line, pull through the loop like this and pull. Make sure you hide the knots in the 16, okay, in the bigger pearl like this. Now again, on my right and the left line, on the right I add 210, okay, 210 to the right line, and here I add 216, and in between I put the 10 like this. 216, in between I put the 10, and here 210, okay? So now I'm going to hold my two bead like this, the 16 and the 10, come through with the line to make a loop. All right, make sure you put the line through the two bead, okay? Now hold the right line, pull through the loop and pull like this, and hide the knot in the bigger pearl like this. Now we make 3 units. Again, we are going to add on both lines. I add 210, and here 216, in between I put a 10 like this. All right, now I'm going to hold the two bead, the 10 and the 16. I'm going to hold the line, come through both bead like this, all right, to make a loop at the end. Now I'm going to hold the right line and pull through the loop and pull the knot in the bigger pearl like this. Now again, add bead on both sides of the line, 216, in between I put the 10, and on the right line I add 210 to the right line like this. Now I'm going to hold the two bead again, the 10 and the 16, make a loop at the end, pull through the two bead like this, make the loop, hold the right line, pull through the loop and pull, and then hide the knot in the bigger pearl, okay, like this. Pull and pull tight. So now let's continue. 1 2 3 4 5, so we are making 6, okay? So this is the last unit you'll be making, okay? I add the same number of bead on each side of the line, but this time I'm making my loop in this 210 on the right side. I'm going to hold my left line, pull through the loop and pull like this. Pull and pull tight and nice. This is how it looks like. 2 3 4 5 6, okay? We made 6 units. Now my line is in 2 bead, okay? You see the line is in 2 bead over here, this 2 bead. So now we are going to move forward to weave. Here on my left line I add 216, and in between I put 210, all right? So this time I'm going to make a loop in only the 16 cross the right line into it and pull. Okay, now my right line into the next 2 bead. Okay, we are going to go through 2 bead and complete. So I'm going to pull my right line into the next 2 bead over here. This 2 bead over here, I'm pulling my right line through the 2 bead. And now on the left line, this is my left line, I add 210 and 116. Okay, 210, this is 210 over here, and I add 116. I'm going to cross into the 16. I'm making a loop in my 16, cross, okay, my right line into the loop and pull like this. Okay, again, I'm going to pull my right line into the next 2 bead. Go through 2 bead like this, pull the line, okay, and now on my left line, so this is my left line, and I'm adding 210 and 116 on my left line. Okay, I'm going to make a loop in the 16 like this and cross my right line into it and pull, okay, into only the 16. All right, pull the right line through the loop and pull and hide the knot in the 16. Okay, now into the next 2 bead, pull through 2 bead, and on the left line 210 and 116 like this. I hold the 16, make a loop, hold the right line into the loop and pull, hide the knot in the 16. All right, and now I'm going to pull my right line into the next 2 bead again, 2 bead and the last 2 bead over here. Okay, so let's go through the next 2 bead and make a loop. Okay, add 210 and 116. I make a loop in the 16. Okay, here's the loop over here. I'm going to pull my right line through it and pull down. Now I'm going to pull my right line into the last 2 bead, pull through last 2 bead. All right, and now on my right line I add 116. Okay, 116, and on my left line I add 210. Okay, because you'll be coming up to continue. So this is how it is, and over here I'm just going to tie a knot in between these 2 pearls over here. Okay, tie a knot. I tie nice and neat like this. All right, to complete this row. Now I'm going to hold one of the line and go through 2 bead. All right, only one of the line and pull through 2 bead. Okay, so that we can reposition the line and continue our beading. I flip it over to my side. Okay, now the line is in 2 bead. All right, this is how I add the bead again to the line, 216 and 210 in between. Make a loop in the 16 like this. Okay, and I'm pulling my right line through the loop and pull. Okay, now into the next 2 bead, the right line into the next 2 bead, and on the left line 210 and 116. I make a loop through the 16, put the right line through the loop and pull. Okay, don't worry, it will be curling on you, but continue to weave. All right, so now I'm pulling through the next 2 bead with my right line again, and on the left line I add 210 and 116. I'm making a loop through the 16 like this. Okay, make a loop, pull the right line through the loop and pull. So from here let's continue into the next 2 bead. Okay, into the next 2 bead until we complete the row. So over here I'm about to complete mine. I add 16 and 210 to the left line. Okay, and the 16 on the right line. I'm going to tie in between here again, nice and neat, tie in between these 2 bead. All right, this is how the weave is looking like, and I'm going to hold one line and pull through the 2 bead. Okay, I'm going to pull through 2 bead to reposition my line again like this. All right, I'm going to flip it again over to my side. This is how the weave is looking like, and now the line again is in 2 bead, this 2 bead over here. So here I'm going to add 610 to my line. Okay, I'm adding 610 to my left line like this. So if you count this, these are 6 10mm bead I add to the left line. I'm going to pull my right line through 2 bead like this. Pull through 2 bead and pull. So now again, I'm going to pull my right line into the next 2 bead. Okay, pull through 2 bead. All right, and add 4 bead to the left line. Okay, so this is a ring of 8 bead. Okay, now we cross the line into 2 bead over here, and we put the right line into another 2, so we have 4 to complete this ring again. So I add 4 bead to my left line. I'm going to hold 2, cross the right line into the 2 bead and pull like this. And now again, I'm going to pull through the next 2 bead. All right, next 2 bead, and on the left line I'm adding 4 bead to the left line again like this. I'm crossing my right line into 2 bead and pull into the next 2. All right, and on the left line I'm adding 4 bead again to make another 8 into the ring, into the next bead again, 4 bead to the left line, cross into 2 and pull. Okay, now we are about to complete this one. All right, I pull through the last 2 bead over here, and on the left line I'm adding 4 bead. Okay, so now I'm crossing on the side. I pull through 2 bead and pull. This is how it looks like. The weave will be curling a little bit on you, but don't worry about that. Okay, it will all come together and look nice. So now I'm just tying my line here in between these 2 bead, because we complete one part of the bag already, and I'm pulling one line through 2 bead on the side. Pull through 2 bead. All right, like this. The line is in 2 bead on the side. This is how it looks like. All right, this is one side we've completed. So to make the complete bag, we have to make 2. Okay, we have to make 2 of the same size like how we made this. We have to make exact one again like this. Okay, I made another one over here. This is how it looks like. Okay, this is one side and here is another side. We are going to put them together and join the 2 pieces together to make a bag. All right, so now let's do that. Here is my line on the side. Okay, it's in the side, 2 bead on the side, and we are going to put this like this. Just align it together. This is my line, and now on my left line I'm adding 2 bead to my left line like this. I'm going to hold the other end and pull through 2 bead on the other piece. This 2 bead over here, I'm pulling through this 2 bead on this second piece. Okay, the same bead. All right, now the line is like this in 2 bead on both sides. All right, I'm going to take another 2 bead again, 210 like this, put on the line. I'm going to cross my right line into the 2 bead, go through 2 bead like this and pull, and now we have a ring of 8 bead over here. And now I'm going to put my right line into the next bead, pull through next bead, the left line into the next bead. As I'm pulling through the 16 like this. Okay, I'm going to take 116, cross both ends of my line into it and pull down. Again, my right line into the next bead and my left into the next bead. Okay, left and right. Pull through next bead, left, pull through the next bead into the 16. Okay, so now I take 116 again, cross both ends of the line into it like this and pull down. My right line again into the next bead, the 16, my left into the next bead. All right, now over here I take 110 and cross both ends of my line into it like this. Okay, and pull. I'm going to put my right line into the 10 my left into the 10, only the 10, okay? My left line go through the 10, all right, like this. This to 10, this is where my line is, okay? Pull and pull tight, pull the line tight. My line is in this 2 bead, so I take another 10, cross both ends of my line into it like this, and pull. My right into the next bead, my left into the next bead, okay? Go through next bead. I take 1/16, cross both ends of the line into the 16, and pull into the next bead. All right, on the left side, I take 1/16 again, cross both ends of the line into it, and pull. This is how it looking like. Into the next bead, my left line into the next bead. Then I take 1/16 again and cross both ends of the line into it. So over here, I'm just going to tie because my line is getting short. I'm going to tie here, tie nice and neat in between these 2 beads. And I'm going to weave the line a little bit back into the bead before I trim it off. So now here's my new line that I cut. All right, I'm going to pull through the 16 over here in the middle, okay? This is where my line stops. I'm pulling my line through the 16 and I'm going to pull my right line into the next bead, my left into the next bead, and continue the weaving. All right, so I take another 16, cross both ends of my line into it like this, and pull my right line into the next bead. Okay, here my left again into the next bead. I take 1/16 again, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull into the next, and my left line into the next bead on the other side. All right, so here I'm going to take 110 and cross both ends of the line into it and pull down, and I'm going to pull my right line into the 10, into only the 10, my left into the 10. Okay, like this. And I take 110, cross both ends of my line into it, and pull. Again, I'm going to continue on the side, okay, like this. We are going to complete the side. Pull through the next bead, and on this other side into the next bead. I take 1/16, cross both ends of my line, and pull down into the next bead, into the next bead. 1/16, cross both ends of the line, and pull. So here I'm going to pull into the next 16, all right, the last 16 over here. So now here I'm going to add 210 to my line. I'm adding 210 to my line, and I'm crossing through 2 of the 10s, all right, like this. And I'm going to pull my right line into the next 2, into the next 2 bead. Pull through the next 2 beads. This is the 10mm pearls over here. Pull through 2 of them and pull through 2 on the side. Again, I'm going to add, we are going to complete it like this one, okay? We have to add 2 to the top. So I add 210 to my line, and I'm going to tie, okay? And now we complete our bag, our mini pearl beaded bag. Look at how pretty it's looking like. So you can use your hand to mold it nice. Your hand can fit in, okay? You can dip your hand in it without any problem. Look at how pretty it looks like. Very, very beautiful. So the next thing to do is to just add handle to the bag, okay? We are going to add the handle. How do you want the handle? Do you want it long or short or simple? So now I'm weaving the rest of the line here into the bag before I trim it off. Look at how simple and firm this bag looks like. This is pretty. It fits in the hand perfectly. So now here is my line that I cut. I'm going to pull through this ring, okay? This ring over here, you see the ring? I'm going to pull my line through all of it. All this ring and come to the top, okay? Going to pull it through and come to the top. So now I'm going to tie. I'm tying my line over here in between these two beads, so we can add the bead to the line to make the handle. That's all we need to do over here. So now I put the two lines together, and I'm going to do only the 16, okay? I'm not going to do any pattern. I'm going to add only the 16 on my line. I'm adding 13, okay? But it depends on how you like your handle to look like. Do you want it long or short? This is what I put on already, okay? I'm going to measure it to see if it looks nice, the number of pearls I'll use. So this is 13 that I add to the bag, okay? And now I'm going to open my line again. This is still 13. If you count it, this is 13. I'm opening my line, go through this ring over here again. I'm going to pull one line through this ring over here, okay? And I'll come up and tie. I'm just weaving the line into this ring. I'm weaving this line so I can have both of them together and tie, okay? So if you have the lines together, I want you to pull and pull tight, okay? Pull the lines very tight so that the handle can be firm, okay? So now I'm going to just tie over here, pulling tight and nice. I'm tightening in between these two pearls over here, okay? Tie nice and neat. And I'm going to hold both lines and run it through the bead again, okay? I'm going to run through all this handle, the bead over here. I'm going to run it through again to reinforce the handle, okay? To make it firm. And this is how it looks like. And from there, you can weave the rest of the line into the bag and trim it off. But if you want a long handle like a crossbody bag, you can pull your line through the ring again like how we did and start adding, okay? Then you shrink your bead, make the strap as long as how you want it, and join to the other side, and that will be it. This is how it looks like. If you want it long, you can add more strap to the bag to make it look pretty and make it for yourself. And this is how the bag look like. Very beautiful, very simple. Look at how pretty it looks like. You can drop in your car key, take to your party, wherever you want to take it to, dinner. And this is how you make your beautiful mini pearl beaded bag. I thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on all your notifications for new videos that I'll be uploading so you don't miss on it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Please, I'll be putting a link in the description box down below for you to visit the shop and buy bead from there. If you want any color of bead to buy, please visit the shop. Thank you for watching.